greens, and I noticed it's on my greens. I have to deal with these every year. But we finally got some rain. And after a day or two of a lot of rain all day, come out here and this is what's going on with my greens. Look at this. It is infested. Okay. Now I'm not going to get rid of my greens. I know exactly what to do. Okay. But this is ridiculous. Oh, wait. What is this? Uh, oh, let's see. OJ, go get your phone and go into my live screen. Mississippi, I mean, no, the MGL Home and Garden. I want to see something. I thought the jewel thing was just for the vertical. You saw that it was a wasp or something. But anyway, look, y'all, after all that rain, my greens are now infested with these. But like I said, I know what to do. Okay. Um, yeah. So I got my diatomaceous earth, my food grade diatomaceous earth, but first I got to get all this off in here. Okay. So it's mainly I saw it on my collards, mainly my collard greens. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. So yeah, they ran through. They, huh? Ran hard. Yes, they did. But I'm about to fix it up. Don't throw your greens away or whatnot. If you have this issue, I fight with this almost every year. But like I say, the way the weather was, and we finally got some rain, that happens. Okay. So I'm about to go ahead and get them taken care of. First, it's gonna require me to take all this off. All right. So that's what I'm about to do. I got to go down and take all of them off. So I'm going to put on some gloves, get my stuff. And I'm going to get it there. I don't know what all that mayhem going on. All that yelling they doing. Uh, so let's see. All right. On out of the sun. All right. Should be fine. Is that an empty bucket right there? Because I'm gonna need something to put these greens in. So yeah, y'all. So I gotta clear all these out, okay? They are everywhere. Ugh. They're everywhere. See? So I'm going to just chop them all off. Now there's different ways people do this. Some people would just rinse them off, spray them and all that. I don't do that. I'm just gonna take them off. Okay. Then I will do the rinsing them off or whatnot before I put the diatomaceous earth down. Huh? Turn it long way. Because I saw on mine, there's nothing for it. Because I see the, well, maybe it have to be on the thing. Because, see. Because over here it shows the little, you see right here, the little jewel icon. Like for the probably so. I don't know. So yeah, y'all. They ate really, really well. And like I say, what that is. Like I say, they are on my greens. Okay. So I'm gonna go down here and take all those off. This normally happens for me if I haven't put my diatomaceous earth down, and I hadn't. Okay. After all that rain, yeah. Yeah, they are having a field day. Just trying to get all these off, y'all. They didn't do this plant too bad, but I am going to treat every green. Like I said, these are my collards. All that. Golly. They hollering for dear life. Oh, they had them a good old time, y'all. All right, so I got a few over here. Right. Now a little closer. Now I do have my natural sprays that I make, but I do not put them on my greens. I don't put that on nothing like lettuce, no brassicas, okay? Because that'll soak into your greens. So food grade diatomaceous earth, what I've always used. But like I said, I didn't get out here, and then when it got the raining crazy, I didn't come out. That wasp won't let me be great. Okay, it's like he's following around like a okay. All right, so I think I got all the greens. I'm gonna go ahead on and clean up some of my mustard greens and stuff while I'm at it. If this wasp would go somewhere. Now, they're not on my mustard greens. And they started a little bit. I tell you what, while the wasp over there doing this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my turnip greens. So it did start on my turnip greens though. Okay. So yeah. Not too bad, but it did get to some of them. If you can see right here, pretty sure that's what it is. It got to some of them. Okay. So didn't get this one too bad. But I am going to go ahead and clean up around there. Now, I'm not giving my chickens them that's got all them worms on there. Certain type of worms I give them. These ain't got none on there, so I'll give this to them. I'll put them to the side, and I will give it to them. Yeah, I gotta get these with diatomaceous earth. Oh, look at that. Now these are my purple top. Let me show y'all. These are my purple top turnips, okay? And look, because you know you can eat the roots, which I feel like is the best part. Look at that. Nice root. That's a nice root, okay? So I'm gonna have to add some more dirt or get it. I'm gonna add some dirt to the top and cover that root up real good. But that's a nice, I got a bucket with some dirt in it. This one over here is coming up too. I can see the root, so I'll be ready to get those here soon. But until then, I'm going to add some dirt to them. Not that I know of. Where's OJ? Okay. Huh? I'll just wait till he come back. Boy, these worms was over here eating away. They was getting it in. Honey, if that was heavy. Okay, I'm finna say do not pick up nothing heavy. Just put it right there. Right there, son. Thank you. All right, the turnips are done. So I'm just gonna clean up my mustards real quick, okay? Then I'm gonna water them and get this diatomaceous earth down. So that's what I'm about to do. I'll see y'all comments in a minute as soon as I sit to take a quick break. But let me go and clean let me go ahead and clean these up. Let's see. The mustards is looking really, really good though. I don't see nothing on these. Just the normal yellow one of some of the leaves. Mainly that was at the bottom. Okay. So they trying to get that mustard. All right, let me get these few little greens to these. We have done some work. So yesterday, this coop got cleaned out. If y'all remember me telling you, we was gonna clean out the coop and switch them because I got a lot of the younger chickens that we got up in March. That's them. Okay, so what we did was, let me pull y'all down. Aronde and the kids cleaned this coop out. Aronde put perches. We went and got wood, got some perches, and he built them yesterday. And we cleaned all this out and got the 26 new chickens and put them in this one because this pen is longer. I had told y'all we were going to eventually do that. And so this is all the what they used to be baby chicks that we got in March that's in here. It's 26 of them. So they have two perches. I don't know if y'all can see real good. I have to show y'all in a minute. I have to open it and show you. But and then I go down there and show you what we did to my big girls over there. Is like, look, y'all, I'll give y'all some of here. Y'all better go fight over that, whatever. Cause I ain't got that much to give you. I ain't giving y'all all them worms. Not them type of worms. Okay. These are the big girls, which y'all already know. But these are the meanies. So this pen, this is home to the meanies. This is what I call them, the meanies. Because you can't add no chickens to them. Because they don't want that. So the meanies, these over here is really, really funny. So I'm going to call them the funnies. And what we did was we put these over here. And my quail colony is in here now. So the quails used to be over there. So I have baby quails back there with the heat lamp. I have my male quails is in the cages right here. And then my female quails is in there. And then I got some more babies. So in the center, the thing behind them and in this brooder is baby quails. Okay. So we got them situated over here. It works best because they are way more smaller and they don't require that much room. So all the quails is in here. So that is good. So I can show y'all. So everything is in order. I'm so happy they switched over. But I can show y'all. I have to take y'all off in here. Now I'll show y'all. Let's see. Okay. Somebody been giving me some jewels. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I gotta figure out how the gifts work. Whoever gave me the gifts, thank you so much. So let me show y'all. I want to hold it. I'm just gonna stick my hand in. So those are the purchases around their bill yesterday. I do have a video of us going to Lowe's that will be out soon. But these are all the baby ones. Okay, they got so big. So they are in this one. So it was a lot of work. Because down there had to get more wire on it because with the top didn't have the wire. So he had to put more wire all the way at the top because those quails can get out through those type of holes. Whereas they was in here, they couldn't. So yeah, so I got the funnies, the meanies, and the mighties. And the reason why the quails are the mighties is because they small, but they eggs are so nutritional, okay? And they requires less. They requires less. But these right here, girl, I heard you. Whatever. They want to eat eggs. They want to fight new chickens. They want to do all type of stuff. So this is just they set with their flock, okay? So now this is a flock over here of their own. They all was brought up together. So yeah. So that's what it's looking like. That is exactly what it's looking like. So I have these all done. So now I'm gonna sit for a few seconds, a few minutes, and then I'm gonna have to water everything. I will do a garden tour because I know over there it looks like it's weeds. No. That is all food. I'm gonna show you real quick. If y'all remember, I came and I popped my onions down in my sweet potato, and yellow onions is in here. This I've been growing for probably about 5 years. It's a green onion. Right here is some potatoes and some, what is this, yellow onions. You see? Yellow onions. And then potatoes. So that's what's going on in these. But let me show y'all. Right here in the corn, ground cherry volunteers. Over here in the cherries, ground cherry volunteers. So I'm gonna have to take these ground cherries up out of here and get them somewhere. I told y'all about them ground cherries. They will come back each year voluntarily, okay? And we do have cherries. We got cherries. So lot of work. Even my elderberries, oh my goodness, my elderberries really is taking off, and I haven't even fertilized yet. Ain't that something? I haven't even fertilized. But you see, I cut all my greens down that was having a problem. I'm gonna water them, get them a few minutes to dry, and then I'm gonna put this food grade diatomaceous earth on them, and that'll dry out any eggs, any worms that's left. Okay, now let me see y'all comments. Uh, oh no, let's see. I'm gonna go up here to the deck and sit so I can read some of y'all comments and also take a breather. Trying to see where the shade is. Probably gonna be this one. It's gonna be better shade wise. Oh, okay. Bring y'all down some. All right, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, I'm guessing, even though this is horizontal, because they done changed some stuff, I'm seeing the jewels. I don't know if y'all see jewels on y'all end. I think you can only see it if my live screen is also in the short feed. And I think that was something that they was changing. It's like a little upgrade. So somebody then gave me some jewels, some gifts, and I appreciate that. So let's see. Who is all in here? Hey, Girl Meets World. PG, Diane Wynn. Tracy. Are you dealing with cabbage loopers? You know, those are the same type of worms that do be on cabbage, that I have seen on cabbage. That's why I don't plant my greens till going into fall. Yeah, but I like to have greens during the spring and summer. Some people won't do it, but I have done pretty well. Long as I keep them maintenance. I did not put my diatomaceous earth down. That was my fault. And then we had a lot of that rain, so I should have came out here right afterwards and put some more down, because even if the diatomaceous earth get wet, when it dry, it's still there for, you know, whatever come across it or whatnot. So I normally grow greens in the spring and summer. Some greens will bolt, some don't. Let me see. That's what I don't have out right now. Did I plant Swiss chard? I didn't. Oh Lord. So I got to get some Swiss chards going. But yeah. So sometimes I do. Some people won't. Some people like to have them in the cooler months. They say they're sweeter, especially after a frost or whatnot. But I want to as much food as possible. So let me tell y'all. Over on Mississippi Girl Life, when we was doing the portable freezer / fridge, I was telling y'all about the movie Leave the World Behind. And a couple of y'all told me to go watch American Refugee, and you told me to go watch 48 Acres. So I watched American Refugee yesterday, and I watched 48 Acres today. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I hadn't heard of those. I enjoyed them so much. I say my favorite out of them, let's see, because I watch 48 Acres today, and I have to keep, because I got How It Ends, Leave the World Behind, 48 Acres, and now American Refugee all in my head. So I'm trying to, let me get American Refugee. Okay, that's the one where at the end it pretty much ended up being a refugee camp. The guy, the family that had just moved on the land or whatnot had issues, and yeah, and the guy had to bunk with him and his family and all that. Yeah, so between all of those, if you look at when they was put out after 2020. Between all those, y'all, they are telling us something, whether you believe it or not. But like I always say over there, God is not gonna come down and tap you on the shoulder and say, I need you to go do this. Sometimes God is putting things in front of our faces at the time that it needs to be in front of our face for us to get the ball rolling. That's his help for us, okay? And a lot of people don't pay attention. So with that being said, I'm growing everything I can. I am going to film I'm gonna try to film a garden tour today and then start getting these videos out for y'all. Okay. I could do a garden tour live. Do y'all want me to film the video live? I mean, do y'all want me to film the garden tour as a video, or do you want me to come live and go throughout the garden? Give me a show of hands. Say live or video. If you want me to film this homestead, I'm gonna say this homestead. If you want me to film it, film Amazing Grace Garden Homestead. If you want me to film it as a video, or you want me to do a live screen and show you everything that's out here, say live or video. This chain keep going in between. I ain't making me. I keep having them. It's aggravating. Feel like something crawling. Let's see. It don't take but a few minutes to clean you out. It don't take but a few minutes to clean you out. Are you talking about them worms to eat all your stuff? Them white butterfly laid. Oh yeah. I got Seven Dust, but I like using my food grade diatomaceous earth. It's more natural and it does not harm the thing. I only pull out my Seven Dust if it's just so bad. I try to stay away from the Seven Dust. Do the D help with snails and aphids, etc.? Can you wash it off the plant? Yes, you can wash it off the plant, Denia. I also do like my rosemary sprays and stuff, but like I say, I only put that, and that's a natural spray. I make it with essential oils. I only put that on certain plants. Like my tomato plants for aphids. The peppermint and rosemary spray is very good for it. I don't spray it on the fruit. Okay, I try to go ahead and do my harvests and then I spray it on the leaves. I don't spray that all stuff on my brassicas. Any of my greens or lettuces, I do not do that. Seven Dust is good if there is no other solution. But that Seven Dust, it's not organic. It is a pesticide or whatnot, and you have to be careful with it. But I do have it. I do have my Seven Dust, the powder. I have the Seven Dust spray. I have showed y'all that. Sometimes to be able to get what you need, you have to use things. Some people say, oh, I don't never use nothing in my, I don't never. Sometimes it don't work like that, okay? I don't care how long you've been growing. I don't care how seasoned you are. Don't let anybody tell you that they don't never put anything. If it ain't nothing but like the diatomaceous is natural, the organic, and you want the food grade diatomaceous earth. I use diatomaceous earth in my coops. I use it on my chickens feed, but it's got to be the food grade because they do have one that's for the garden that is not organic, is not natural. Okay, you want the food grade. That's what I use, and what it does is it dries things with this exoskeleton. Okay, it dries them. Okay, so once it dries them up, it's nothing that can be done. Okay, it kills the eggs, it dry the eggs and stuff out, keep them from hatching. So with my chickens, some of y'all know this, I done said it for years, but it's a lot of people that may be new that may not know. I do sprinkle a little bit from time to time the food grade diatomaceous, even on the chickens. If they have, I give it to them on their food. I have gave it to Summer. It is a good dewormer. Okay, whatever you poured in there smell good. Whatever you poured on there smell good. It is a good dewormer. Whatever, it's a good dewormer. If they having any parasites in them or whatnot, it will run it out. I give it to on Summer's food from time to time. So it's good. It can be used for a lot of different things. Food grade diatomaceous earth. I love it. So I don't even know if I need it yet now because she already put one over there. My turnip roots were showing, so I just need a little salt. That may be enough what she put over there to go on there. So let's see. Oh, so nobody want. Okay, well, I'll just film it. I was trying to see if y'all wanted me to film the garden tour, the homestead tour, or if you want me to have it live. But nobody answered, so I'll just film it rather than going live on it. Okay, so yeah, I'll just make that decision. Hold up. Hand me my other phone. Let me make sure y'all haven't commented, because sometimes YouTube be stopping the comment on here. So I'm gonna make sure before I make that decision. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is water, and then I am going to put that stuff down and then let my greens just continue to grow. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure it's not tripping. Yes. Now I want to show me my comments. Oh boy, I tell you. Kylie, hold up. What is showing me? Kylie, what's the last comment you see on here on this phone?
Does the DE help with snails and aphids, etc.? Can you wash it off the plant?
Now look how many comments they've been commenting, and it's like it stopped me from seeing it. Let's see, let's go up to where that last comment that we see.
People be having to restart their lives. It freezes, but
it freezes.
But when they
look what it's doing though. Hold up.
It cut them off.
Well, I'm trying to find the same one. Let me see. See this one right here about. Yeah, there you go right there. Denia. That was the last. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why some said get your phone, because I think they come in and you just don't see it on this phone. And it's done happened plenty of times. The last comment I see up here is Denia. Does the DE help with snails and aphids? But I see on here y'all been commenting a whole lot after that, and I don't see it. So I'm sorry. So let me just go on here and read y'all comments from here. This is why I should have my tablet. This is why I use, when you see me, and I told y'all I don't want digital, and I went and purchased a tablet and it has a line. It's part of one of my phone plans. That way I can always, because this is just one of the issues right here. My tablet is in my seat by my bed. Please don't drop it, and bring me my silo. That way I can pay attention to it, because it stopped it. So let's see. Girl Me World said, would you ever consider raising meat rabbits? If I get a place that's got a bigger backyard, or not even backyard, like more land, I would. It wasn't a meat rabbit, but I had a Rex rabbit when we lived on base. I had got the kids a Rex rabbit, and yeah, when it became an adult, so I can only imagine the meat rabbits. And yeah, they gotta be outside. And I know it's work, and they have to be far from my house. Okay, so I need a little land because them things stinks. Okay, they stinks. Okay. So help me out a lot. So you see what the mayhem I be going through, y'all? It stopped y'all comments. And I'm sitting here like, I know they ain't doing me like this. I know they ain't doing me like this. Now, they was talking, and then they just stopped talking, and it wasn't even y'all. Y'all still talking, and I don't even see. Let me pull y'all up. And, let's see. I thought y'all had left your girl hanging on here. Thought y'all had left your girl hanging. I'm glad I thought about let's see. Pull the comments up. All right. I'm just waiting for it to pull up, y'all. So yeah, I have a pink case for this. I have a red one with a stand, and then a Rondé. I guess he was trying to tell me something. He went and bought me. He stopped at Best Buy the other day, and he came out with me another tablet stand. And I guess the reason why is because the two that I purchased for myself, oh Lord, it don't cover the top. So when I be out and about, because I'll take it and do my grocery shopping list, I have everything like in spreadsheets, and I use a certain thing where it does everything for me, whatever I tell it to do. And so they were having a hard time getting this thing. So this is the one he bought for me. Now I like my red one and my pink one. My red one has a stand, but I guess he was trying to say when me carrying it out, I need some with more protection. But y'all, I'm sitting here struggling because this particular one, I want it sitting up. That's what I tried to do. Okay. It wasn't doing it on my lap. I gotta get used to this case, y'all, because I'm like, bring me my red one. That way, and he know I like red too. But anyway, let me do it. my red was. It just didn't have nothing protecting the top. It whatever. But I'm thankful. Okay, now I got 3 freaking cases for this. Okay, so let's see. But anyway. See, it don't even want to show me the comments. It don't even want to show me the comments. See. Go out of it. Go back. There we go. There we go. I think we in business. Like I could see like they was on that side, but then it was like it was glitching or something. Okay. So let's see. Where did we leave off? Okay. Hey Sandra. Mary said I got one baby chick. My hand set, but I didn't know what I was doing. Don't have no rooster, just hens. I bought some eggs from a friend. She ate about 4. Crazy. Huh? Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so now I see. So, Girl Miss World said a video. Mary said video. Diane Wynn said live or video is okay with me. Tracy said live. Mary said good for lights. I'm guessing you're talking about the diatomaceous earth. I use baking soda to keep my coop smell down. What do you use? I used to use baking soda when I had the baby chicks, like in the garage. I used to use baking soda then, and baking soda is good for their digestion, so that's a good one. But I use boron lime and diatomaceous, food grade diatomaceous earth now to keep the smell down. Boron lime does really, really good. And I used to use boron lime inside because the only thing with the baking soda, when I had them in the brooder, it would get thick and pasty when it got wet or whatnot, and they was wetting it. But then I started using the boron lime even in the inside when they was in there. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm able to see on here. It wasn't showing me who was sending the jewels. On here in the comments, it's showing me who sent the jewels. So, Girl Meets World, let me ask you, honey, are you watching me horizontal or vertical? Are you watching me straight up and down or sideways? Because I'm thinking only the vertical you're able to send the jewels. Like, what does it look like on your screen? Let's see. And thank you for the jewels. So the jewels is something new that YouTube is doing. So yeah, you have to, like opt into it or whatnot. So I'm glad that it's working. So thank you so much, Girl Meets World. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm okay with either. So I just said go live. Okay, you're watching me vertical. That's why you're able to see the jewels. Okay. Okay. That's why you're able to send jewels. Thank you though, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody else, you say you sent 2 jewels. Somebody else had to send jewels because you sent 10 floating hearts for jewels, and then you sent 2 of the sparkles. Thank you, honey. So that's you. That is you. Let's see. All right. So like we were saying though, y'all, I'm trying to grow. I still don't know if I'm gonna do vertical if I'm gonna do video or live stream because it's mixed. It's mixed for that. So I'll have to figure out. I felt like live stream would have been better so you could actually, well, either way, you can see everything. But I like for y'all to know and see that on the live screens it's not edited. You know what I'm saying? It's not edited. So some people be like, oh, she edited. I like to do live screens because they're easier. Because once I exit, I'm done. But I also like to edit. So also y'all can actually see that everything is not, edited or whatnot. It is live and raw. So I'll figure out which one I'm going to do. If I'm going to go live and do it, or if I'm going to do it. I may just do a video for it because I only got, I think, 2 or 3 lives and then 2 or 3 videos. Okay. But anywho, so yeah, y'all. So that's what I got done. I haven't even been on this side nor that side. Huh? On the live stream?
Yeah, you could do live polls. It'll like come up on the screen.
I think I have to do that before I start the live. Yeah, I think because I think I have to do that before I start it. So yeah, it'll be all right. And you see, it's still not showing no more on here. All right, y'all. So let me go over here and water. Let me go over here in water, and then I am going to sprinkle everything with diatomaceous earth. But let me say this, y'all. I know this is for Mississippi Girl Life channel, but I'm gonna say it over here. Okay, I'm gonna say it because I can do that. I can do that on both because it needs to be said. Y'all see this mayhem that's going on between Iran and the U.S. I brought up those movies for a reason. And even though some people think it could never happen here, it don't have to be as dramatic as you see in these shows. But these movies is made for a reason. Okay? Multiple reasons. One of the reasons, though, is to show you. And if it's been brought to your attention to even go and watch those, maybe it's for a reason. Take that as a blessing, because so some people ain't even never heard of them, ain't even never watched them or whatnot. Let me tell y'all something. I typed in because I've always told y'all, if y'all been watching, I've always told y'all, and some of you is probably over here from Mississippi Girl Life, and you done heard me say, when you go spend your money and give your money to a lot of these celebrities, whether it's go watch their shows and all that. Now, I'm not saying not do it. Support. That's how you support, them. But you got to understand, they have a lot of money. Some use their money wisely, and some is reckless with their money. That's on them. Ain't it, however they want to do it. But to go and spend money on somebody who is already successful, who can go ahead and, prep in one day because they got the money to spend, it's reckless for you not to be prepared. I Googled celebrities who are preppers. 3 names that I knew right off the top of my head stood out. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, Shaquille O'Neal, amongst a lot more. They have been known to have safe rooms. A lot of celebrities have been known to have safe rooms, food supplies, bug outs, and all. And these are things you won't even look at. Now, I buy Jordans every now and then. I buy, I don't buy Shaqs because I don't really care for the style. But just because they wasn't listed, don't mean Jordan could be a prepper. It would haven't been put out there publicly. But that is one thing that a lot of people flock to. And you can see people in the stores, they walk in, they want to make sure they J's clean, they this, that, and the other, and ain't even got a week's worth of food. Don't even know how to grow food when it's very simple. Okay? When you think of that and you actually put thought into that, it's sad. So don't let your idols be you are that they are, I ain't gonna say idols, because don't let, what's the word I'm trying to use? Not idols. Your people that have their favorite musician and stuff. That will be their favorite artist. I just leave it like that. Don't let them be more prepared. And I'm not gonna say I'm not meaning more prepared because that means they have the means to be more prepared. But don't let you supporting and giving all your hard-earned money to live a certain lifestyle that they're living and you don't even know. That they have that you don't even know. Just those 3 names that I gave you is just 3 of a lot of celebrities that are prepared, that sees it too. You may see them on these shows and doing these events and living this lifestyle, and they're prepared. They're believing in the same thing. They're able to see what's going on. Eventually, that tells you they know their money ain't gonna be worth anything one day. They're smart. They're making sure they have if things crash. Because it's, if you look at those movies, Leave the World Behind, money wasn't you had all the money you need. You have, and you couldn't buy nothing because there was no food. 40 acres. There was no food. People were starving and what is cannibalists. They was eating people. You know what I'm saying? American refugee. There was no food. So you can have all the money in the world. Eventually, for which one? He couldn't get it. American refugee, you know, that was the one with the
At the end of it, the whole thing turned into it was with a black with a Khadijah.
Maxine, Erica Alexander, in the garden. That's what I'm saying. It was food on their land that they had did, yeah, but it wasn't no food in the stove. See you over there. I know what I'm saying. You gonna say it was food. Yeah, they had food. An American refugee. But anyway, at the beginning, they was in that grocery store. She was in there with no food, with no nothing. What? A can of tuna. What that gonna do? Did you not see them folks looking for food coming? What they do when they came to that house? They was down there looking in the refrigerator to my get the food. Instead of them trying to get them people food. Their stomachs were licking their back. So yeah, they had food when was on the land with the man or whatnot, and he had stopped back, and then they had the garden and they had the chicken. Man, them fools stole them 4 chickens out them 4 yards. They stole that little boy chickens, man. So that's what I'm saying. You have to look at those things. And I don't know, it does something for me when I see even celebrities that has all the money, can go buy whatever they want at the blink of an eye, is prepping. Big Shaq has been known to prep. He know he gotta eat. He big. He not saying in a bad way, but he know he gotta eat. He know he gotta eat. And people can see, no matter what level you are, people can see, and you may not never know. Some of y'all probably did not know that he was a prepper. I didn't know until I Googled it. I didn't know. Some of y'all probably did not know. Yeah, they are people idols. They are. Let's see. MJL is scary, but we have to do what we have to do. You know, I don't know nothing about this channel. It popped up this morning under my my recommended, I guess. I've never heard of this channel. Let me see. Let me look over here. I'm gonna give y'all the name of it. And I clicked on it or whatnot. It was interesting to me. I clicked on it, and let me get the name of it. I know it's a preppers channel. But he was talking, he said something similar to what I be saying about the comments that's left. When people be saying, oh, hold up. Let's see. When people be saying, oh, I'm gonna pray about it. Let's see. I gotta find which thing I was on. Okay, so the channel name is Prepper Now. That's the name of the channel. Okay. And the video that popped up was called Time to Rent. And it was put up 7 hours ago. It's called Prepper Now. Okay, it's the name of the channel. That was my first time. Aircraft, y'all. That was the first time of me ever hearing about that channel. Prepper Now. Time to Rent is the name of the video. I didn't watch the whole video, but the beginning of it is what, you know, I could relate to it. How people say, oh, you know, I'm just gonna pray to God. I'm just gonna. Yes, you're supposed to. But every time I would say this, people will unsubscribe. I don't care. It's the truth. You gotta help yourself. You got to help yourself. God did not say that he was going to come down here and tap you on your shoulder and say such and such. You know you need to be doing this, such and such. No. We've been talking about this. And then this was, I don't know if it was recommended, or the algorithm do go off in your words or whatnot. I don't know, but it was just there. And I'm like, okay, it was almost like an assurance for me, even though I don't need an assurance. I know what I'm saying, but it was almost like, hey, other people think the same way you do. When it comes to, yes, you need to be spiritual. You need to let God lead. But at the same time, God did not tell you not to help yourself. There's so many different accounts in the Bible that talks about being prepared. And I feel like people use that I guess you say analogy of God say don't live in fear, and God say you know, just give it to him. Yes. And God don't want you to live in fear. But come on now, people. Come on now. You can go out here and do everything under the sun, party hard, have a good old time, gyrate around everywhere, and you think it's even right to not even try to prepare when you see this mayhem that's going on. Iran and the US. I mean, I see how things is being done, you know, with I see how it's been done, and some people is falling right into it. But at the end of the day, none of that really matters, because they're gonna do what they want to do in anyway, and the American people is gonna have to suffer with whatever decision is made. Whatever comes out of the decisions that's being made, we're gonna have to suffer with it. And even with those movies that I told y'all about, well, the two I told you about, and then y'all recommended for me to watch, even with the 4 of those, I don't want to have to ask nobody for anything, especially American refugee. That man, how he acted because he was helping them, and he thought, how many of y'all been following me from Mississippi Girl Life, and I tell y'all, somebody try to make you do something strange. Now they said for a little bit of change. Somebody, man, ain't gonna be no change involved. Somebody gonna try to make you do something strange to get to give you something you need to survive. And then they may not even give you that. You may do what they want you to do, and they still don't give you nothing. I don't want to be put. And if you look at every one of them situations in them movies, the people was not prepared, and some was. That man thought he was gonna get happy and have a good old time because and then wanted to do the husband any kind of way because he was taking care of his family. That was the husband's fault. The husband should have been taking care of his family because he should have had his family prepared. But sometimes it don't go like that. Sometimes in these days and times, the woman do have to take a lead. You know, sometimes, and it's nothing wrong with that because some people backgrounds are different. You know, a lot of y'all say that, you know, your significant other is not into prepping. It was the same with me. I grew up prepping. Aronde didn't grow up prepping. So it's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, after you bring that to your significant other and your significant other understands that it is something you think it is very, then your significant other should get on board because he got to eat too. And he can't say it wasn't brought to his attention because you, being his significant other, believes in it so well, and it's nothing that's crazy. It's nothing that you ain't asking for something that's just, you know, materialistic or anything. So yes, he should jump on board because that's something that's going to help the family. And that's what I have noticed, even in my situation. You know, Aronde saw that he knows that this is something that I am, you know, genuine about. This is how I grew up. And so, yes, he's been buying power stations and food when he see things on sale. But if I never bought this up, I cannot say he would never have gotten into prepping. I can't say that because I don't know. But I do know everybody just don't naturally have that, or either not even naturally, they wasn't brought up in a way where they've even thought about prepping. Okay, and that's for a lot of people. But once it's bought, and that's another thing, God put people in your place or in front of you or around you or whatever, sometimes to bring information that you need, and that's considered your help. That is considered your help. That could be your help. So if you have a significant other that is saying, hey, we need to stock up this, and you have that attitude of you don't want to take it serious, go watch those movies. Especially if you're a male, go watch those movies and understand why it's important, and why, especially American Refugee, understand why it's important. And you as a man should not want to be put in that situation that man was in, with another man having to take care of his family and going after his wife. Okay? And that's the situation you put yourself. Now, if you're prepping and something happened and you still end up in a situation like that, you can say you tried. But to be like that man was, he can't even say he tried. He can't even say he tried. And you never know. It probably just never came across him to even know what prepping was. He probably didn't know. So if you're able to, not just me, see these channels on here that is prepping, that is gardening or whatever, you have to do what you're able to do. If you can't grow food, stock food. Okay. That may be a blessing that you ain't even paying attention to. Every blessing don't come in money and material stuff. Some blessings are and the best blessings come in knowledge. Okay? It comes in knowledge, not money, not material stuff, knowledge. And we're not talking about book sense. Even though that's good because that's how you're gonna learn your skills and stuff, but we're not talking about your average book sense. People think that you got to go and you got to have a degree and this, that, and the other. Common sense and life sense, everyday life sense. Common sense. Because you could be a lawyer and it don't help you in an emergency situation at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, doctors and stuff, those are good skills to have because you can patch people up yourself and all that. But there are some things that, you know, people feel like is the best thing ever for his degrees and stuff. And they look down on people. They have so many degrees and cannot even survive out in the woods for 24 hours. will have a hard time. So a lot of things on paper that you spend your hard-earned money and forever be in debt is not always the best thing. Okay, not always the best thing. Yeah. And people not taking it serious. I went to BJ's yesterday and stocked up on quite a few items. They now allow you to use coupons on some items up to 5 times. Gas line was 20 plus cars deep and keep growing. Wow, girl meets world. Right, idols. Leave the World Behind was from the Obama family. I think about what they know. Huh. I don't know. I ain't see anything that kind of like linked. It could have been, but I just know that it's a good movie to watch. Every single car at the pump was filling up 2 or more gas containers, and I filled up 3 1/4 tanks to top my car off. In my area, people see what is happening and are doing what they need to do. Wow. So people was filling, you said filled up, they was filling up gas containers. Oh, wow. I have family friends who laughing at me saying she better eat that food. Wow. Okay. Let's see. I have family. Okay, I read that. Money can't buy nothing if there's nothing to buy. Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand it. And there were limited beef in stock, no steak, no ground beef, no stew beef, only chicken and pork was in stock yesterday. Wow. Why are people aspiring to be these celebrities? Aspiring to be these celebrities when they will not be there to help you. Exactly, Tracy. I don't know. It make it make sense, please. Thanks for people like you who give us some how to prepare. No problem, Mary. My grandma always had a prepper pantry. Yes, I understand. It was natural thing to us. A lot of people say they are Christians, but they don't live by the instructions of God. God and his word are one in the Bible is the instructions of God. Exactly. 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 And a lot of the ones that say, I'm just going to pray. I'm just going to pray. And I'm like, what Bible are you reading? Because evidently you ain't came across different accounts that talks about you got to do more than just pray. Okay. Some people want the easy way out. Prepping, preparing, growing food. It's work. It's another job. And I love it. I love it. Because especially after watching those, you just wait. Y'all see that virus going around on that ship? That had a virus or whatnot. Y'all see that? See? Mm-mm. 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 I told her run there today. Because I'm so glad, you know, that he's on board and he's prepping and doing things. He helping me out with that stuff. Because at first it was hard when he didn't really wasn't just really into it. And, you know, you pray to God, you could tell. That's why I told you, ladies, if your significant other ain't really into it, you keep going. God will make a way. You keep going. He'll change things. He'll let them the start seeing. Okay. And that's what if it's not even your significant other, it can be whoever's in your household. We ain't talking about other family members. We talking about whoever's in your household, because those are the people you're gonna be with if something happens. And everybody gotta eat. Everybody gotta eat. So I'm still way over it. I think I'm still into it more than he is, because I sit all day and just be looking at prepping. But it's the fact that, he is, he do buy stuff, and he been buying some of the generators and different things, and making sure we have different things. Y'all see the stuff he'll get me for. He knows what I like when it comes to, the prepping and things. I'd rather have that type of stuff. So yeah, that is that's very, 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 very good. So y'all keep going, keep doing, and just know you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're trying to help yourself and your family. Okay, don't stop. And this, like I was saying, it's a whole job. It's not for the lazy. It's not for the weak. It is not. It's something for you to do when you're prepping every day. When you're growing food every day, it is something for you to do. And you know what I'm about to do? I said I'm a water, but I need to fertilize. And now that we're talking about this, and the sun is going down a little bit, it's 4:15. I'm probably gonna go and hook my fertilizer up and just fertilize. So, let's see. I grew up in I grew up in a prepping family. I don't know any other way to live. My sister says I have backup to my backup, but she doesn't think it's necessary. Unfortunately, I live with her. And chosen one indeed, just keep going. Just keep going. You really truly feel it's necessary, just keep going and keep doing. Because at the end of the day, no matter what people believe, especially living with you, or y'all living together, however way it is, the Bible is fulfilling itself. And I don't care what other people beliefs is. If you read your Bible and you understand, you can't just read it 1-2 times or whatnot, or scriptures 1-2 times. You got to study on it. The Bible fulfilling itself. So no matter what people think, if people can honestly say things like for his prepping is not necessary, that means they put their trust in man. They putting their trust all in man, because they're looking for man to keep everything going and fixing having an answer. But when God step in, man can't do anything. So if this is something you truly believe, then keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Like I said, yesterday I didn't have to do anything. Aronde and the kids got out here and changed out these coops, like switched them over. I didn't have to do like going in and do it. He cleaned everything. Who would ever thought a New York? I'm gonna say I would have never thought a New York City boy would have at first getting it started. It was like, I'm doing it because you want it done. Now it's like clockwork. Like he came out like, okay, we had talked about switching them out, and I didn't have it in my plans yesterday to switch nothing out. But when he said he was gonna go and do it and clean them out and stuff, I ain't say nothing. It wasn't in my plans, but it was in his. Okay, so go ahead on. I ain't gonna do it. Aronde, being a New York City boy, don't you say nothing foolish. Because he making a pay. Being a New York City boy, a Marine Corps veteran. Did you ever think you would be doing this? Was it ever in your mind that you would be doing this? Let the people hear you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. He said no, but it's in his root. What roots? The Barbadian roots? What roots? He said his grandma had a garden.
Cucumbers and tomatoes out of it.
And they used to sneak cucumbers and tomatoes. But this the kicker though. Your grandma had a garden. But We've been in this house since 2016. And you know I was gardening on base. I had to do the indoor garden though. And I remember how I used to look when y'all do my little setup and stuff like, I ain't doing it. Like, I ain't doing that. What is she doing? It went into 2020. I said, okay, it's time for me to go ahead and put the garden in the backyard and all that. Now, with that being said, let's be honest. If I wouldn't have started it out here, would you have started? He said no. And that right there, I say that he said no. So you know if he wasn't gonna start no garden, he wasn't gonna have no chickens or that. So he said no. Even though his grandma had a garden, they was stealing her cucumbers and tomatoes. Huh? She knew y'all was out there doing that. So, but he said if I didn't start this up back here, he wouldn't have done it. So I say that to say those of you that have significant others or family members you live with and they think it may be, I'm pretty sure he thought it was kind of crazy. Like, you know, yeah. But because I knew how he looked at me when I was doing indoor garden on base. So that should have told him then. She wants the garden. She wants the garden. But we lived on base and I couldn't do that on base. Okay. So he should have known. So I had got my grow lights and stuff and I hooked it up, right? Like he played the drum. So he had a whole drum set sitting in like the dining area. And it was a window right there. And I had hooked my little lights up and I was growing stuff inside the inside the base housing. Okay. So he should have known then. He got out the Marine Corps 2014. We had to go through transitioning and stuff. And that was hard because until you get everything set up or whatnot, it's hard transitioning from military life to civilian life. So, especially as long as he was in. So, 2016, we moved in this house and we still was trying to get things because anybody that's prior military, and especially you have someone that's been in as long as a run they have, mentally it's draining. You trying to just get back into civilian. So it took a while. So 2016 we moved in this house, and 2020 is when I put the garden out here. It took that long to even get the momentum. Actually, money was a little funny then because you're going through VA stuff, you're trying to get this, that, and the other together. Our money was a little funny, but I took the opportunity, even though we was in a good space by 2016, actually moving in here. When 2020 hit and them stimulus checks came, I said, okay, because I'm that type, I don't like to start something and have to wait a long time in between. Them stimulus checks, everybody was in Walmart buying them flat screen TVs and stuff with that stimulus money. I had my behind in Lowe's buying them blue, at Home Depot buying them blue and them orange buckets. I was buying seeds. I was doing all that. I was able then financially to really go hard into what I grew up doing. Okay. So, you know, coming up here, I came up here in 2008. He got out 2014. But he had already been in the Marine Corps for so long, like before then. When I came up here, I was what, 21? 2008, I was 21. And, you know, going through all that, you know, military spouse and all that, it was no time, especially, like I say, living on base, I couldn't do it. But oh my goodness, when it really presented itself was 2020. And I was able to go and just, everybody was like, where you get them buckets from? How you buying all them buckets? I had people in my videos on here telling myself, where they getting the money from? He don't work, she don't work. Where they getting the money from? It's nobody's business, for one. And for two, I literally saw people getting something in my throat. I literally saw people getting flat screen TVs. Bring me a water. Is it ashes or something? Okay. Getting flat screen TVs and stuff. And I was buying buckets. So you have to keep that in mind. What you think is important. What you think is important is what's going to matter. Okay? Is what's going to matter. So that's how I, really, and like now, everything, let me see. I have a few buckets out here that's not food grade. What did I do? I continued to look for more buckets. And I didn't even know. I just wanted to expand. These green buckets, they're food grade buckets now. Because my bucket man works at a restaurant, I guess, and they was Pilker buckets. So when you see these green buckets out here, they're all food grade buckets. But I went from 2020 to last year with the Lowe's and the Home Depot buckets. Nothing is wrong with that. They are 5 with the recycle number 5.
You trying to get the buckets from the restaurants.
Yeah.
Walmart, but they wouldn't give it.
I was trying to get the buckets from like Walmart and stuff, but they wouldn't give them to me. They would say they didn't have none. And I would see them. They would say they didn't have none. So I bought them, and it all just comes down to, thank you, what you think is important. What you think is important. Mary said, at least you know the importance of it. Of prep. Then it was in your roots because you was out there stealing. Didn't plant nothing. Just taking the fruit. No, you didn't.
Let me see. We the ones that went out there and looked at the rakes and raked up the ground and tilled all the soil.
Well, he said he did help and plant stuff. But the thing was, that's why they was able to steal. Payment, really. But y'all, huh? It came months later, but it was a payment. The food was the payment. So, but I will say, then the sun come back out. I was gonna fertilize. I may have to just come out early in the morning. But I will say, like he said he wouldn't have done it, And that's why I tell y'all to keep going. They'll come around. Keep going. Let's see. Oh, how to work with his wife. Got you, Mary. I've never had a celebrity but money or food in my account. A lot of people say they're going to just have faith in God, but they are operating by blind faith. God doesn't operate in blind faith. He gives us instructions for life. You're right, Sandra. When you grow your own food, the food tastes better. Yes, it does, Diane Wynn. It sure does. Absolutely. So in actuality, they are not operating by God's faith, operating in their own faith. A true spouse will hold you up and support you regardless. You're right. Everyone, please remember to hit the like. Thank you, PNG. Walmart is stingy with the buckets in my area too. Yeah, they don't want to give you nothing. So I had to buy every bucket. And then I came across this guy, and he was selling these green buckets. What, $1 a bucket to me? $1 a bucket, and they pickle buckets from a restaurant. So yeah. So I've been but my Home Depot and my Lowe's buckets held up for about 6 years. They really this year started cracking, but I had already started replacing them. But they held up. So that's a blessing right there, you know. So the sun came back out. I'm just gonna wait tomorrow before I fertilize them, huh? I don't know. I know my legs started itching right here. I still was trying to figure out what was that went down, seemed like it went down my throat, had me coughing like that. I don't know if it was the ashes from that pit or whatnot. But I don't know, mosquitoes probably will be out soon. And I need to water everything. So I know I'm congested. So I hope I'm not trying to get that viral stuff again. Cause Kylie been congested. It's just
I think it's just a little bit of allergies. We're gonna say it's the allergies.
we're gonna say it's the allergies.
It's all these bees and all this pollen and stuff. The rain is like,
Oh my goodness. But look, y'all. Let's see. I'll just huh? Nope. It's still I have to look at this because it's still not nope, not coming up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and water. I was gonna hook my fertilizer. I fertilized when the sun was out. It was no biggie, but I'll just probably wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and water though and get the diatomaceous earth down, and then call it. And I'll probably just film because I see they was at my kale too. They been eating on my kale too. Huh? They been eating over there? On what? Those are oh y'all. So I have more stuff over here. That's the Lacito kale. They normally don't even. Let me go over here because he said it was more. They've been over here. Hold up. And then I'm gonna let y'all go because I gotta get this. Let me see. Change this camera. All right. They've been eating. They've been having them a good old time. Look at this. Look at this mayhem. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clear these out too. I ain't gonna make y'all stick around and see me clear these out. And then I'm gonna take all the leaves that they've been eating on. I see someone right there on it. And then I'm gonna have to diatomaceous this. Oh my goodness. I think them the only greens besides the ones over here. Let me see. I don't see nothing being ate there. Feel like smoke in my throat. Now I gotta clean these out because it's weeds. But I ain't have no greens over there. I do got squash coming though, y'all. So I really need to go ahead and fertilize everything. But yeah, they've been having them a good old time on all the greens. Getting full bellies. Full bellies. That's all right. I'm gonna fix that here in a minute. All right, because I sure had forgot about those being over there. So look, y'all, I'm gonna go and get off of here. I'm gonna go ahead and water, put the diatomaceous earth down, and I'll tell you what, I just gonna water this so I can show y'all, because if anybody is new, you can see exactly how I do it, which is very simple. Very, very simple. So let me go ahead and do this now. Let's go ahead and cut the water on. I'm gonna put y'all here. Ah. And I'm just gonna start watering everything. OJ, give me this tripod. Try to bring y'all closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, y'all, we gotta do what we gotta do. I can't believe I don't have no Swiss chard. I didn't drop no seeds for no Swiss chard, and my beans. I gotta do that tomorrow. I should have had beans growing by now. So I feel like I'm a little behind, so I gotta drop those seeds. That corn is looking so good. So Aronde planted the corn. Okay. It's done got so big. We had got those corn starts. I did come out here and stake these tomato plants yesterday. While they was doing that, I did come out here and stake those, me and Tatiana. Definitely do not want to fall. All right, so let me get some gloves. Now, before I put that down, remember I said I need to cover up these 2 turnip roots? That's big. That's big, but I wanted to get a little bit bigger. So to cover, get it to the chicken because that one broke. But and I had one more over here that needed to be covered. All right. Yep. Got that done. Let's see. Now it's time for the diatomaceous earth. So I'm gonna get these worms gone. So I took most of them off when I cut them leaves down. It was all on the back of the leaves or whatnot. And then after watering, that will help them to go down enough. Oh yeah, I had to get some more gloves because those gloves was wet. And it was gonna make this stuff wet. So this is the one I'm using today. Okay, food grade diatomaceous earth. You should be able to get these at Walmart for like $8 and something, but the one I get from Tractor Supply is like $30 because it's a big bag. So this one right here, we'll go ahead and I put it all on top of the soil, everything. Right? And that's what you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And any eggs or any worms, it will definitely dry them out. It is dusty, so be careful. I missed this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the ones that they hadn't gotten yet. Get it behind the leaves because that's where they like to lay their eggs, and that's where they like to sit. Now, diatomaceous earth is like it'll dry them out, and it's also like glass to worms and snails and stuff like that to their bodies. It's fossils. dried fossils, oyster shells, that type of stuff. Dried. That's what it is. Getting it on the ground helps too, because there's been times the little snails will be sitting on my tarp. Nothing is wrong with my mustard greens, but like I say, I'm still gonna put it on there because they have been trying to eat them too, I see. Yep. I water. Yeah, you can go ahead and water over there. That'll help me out a lot. I got documentation there on it. That's the one that broke. Yeah. They turn it up. Look, look. Just taking it from each other. Taking it from each other. You already watered those right there? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some diatomaceous earth on them. I'll clean them up. A minute. Yeah, it's only the greens they eat. I don't feel like going in there. I'm just gonna see if I can get some on their food from the fence. A little bit. I got a little bit in their food. I just gonna go in. Shoot. Change my shoes. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Pink. Oh, so they putting a crumble there. Mm. No. What is y'all doing? Acting a fool. What? Okay, so I put some on their food. I'm about to go in and do these. Mo. Mo. Now I'm gonna do it on the quills. All right, y'all. So I ended up doing all of them. One day is watering everything. So take those shoes off. All right. Okay, y'all. Whew. Whew. You going to water your corn? Yes, yes. They did the both top and bottom deck. Yep, they didn't do like the handle or whatnot around. I'm fine with that. But yeah, they redid the deck. I had showed it in a video. Y'all are missing some videos. Y'all are missing some videos. Did I put it? It might have been on Mississippi Girl Life 1. But yeah, so I'm so happy about that. So happy. But look, y'all, I gotta get off of here. I need to go shower. Okay. So get this stuff off of me, and I am starving. Okay, I have worked up an appetite. Kylie, can you get my thing and take it into the garage? So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna go shower, and thank y'all for rocking with me. I hope y'all enjoy it. Tomorrow I definitely need to fertilize out here, but everything is growing so good and it ain't even been fertilized, so only imagine. I am going to go ahead probably tomorrow and film the tour to give you an in-depth look of everything that is growing, the different things I have grown or whatnot. But yeah, so I will see y'all in the next one if it's God's will. Look at someone. Look.
She was just eating that stuff over there.
She was mad with me last night, y'all, because she could hear me talking to her but didn't know where I was. Didn't know where I was. So when she did come in the house, she looking like, I was just hearing you outside. Like, she was just looking at me like, what in the world is going on? I said, Summer said she tired of us humans. We always doing something. So she been kind of like in her feelings. Like, she done airs away. Summer, where you at? I heard her blow out her nose. Here she come. You tired of me, Summer? You tired of me? You tired of me? Girl, move. Girl, stop. So look, y'all, I'm gonna get off in here. And I shall see y'all in the next one if it's God's will. Y'all please be safe. And remember, keep prepping, keep growing food. Whatever it is that you can do, do it. Okay. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.